Hello, welcome back. It's me, May again. This video is pretty much gonna be me talking about my upbringing and how I discovered that I'm trans. So, I was born in 2005. I was born an only child. Um, I never had any siblings until like 6 months ago. I have a step sibling now. My parents were very, not really like overprotective, but they wanted me to get like a really good education and things like that. They put me into private school, and because they put me into private school, um, I got like a really traditional education, which basically means I didn't learn anything about the real world. I only learned about the core subjects and whatever that entailed. People are gonna think I'm just an angry teenager, but that's how it is. Going to private school, is probably the reason that I didn't actually realize my identity until I was a little bit older. The only time I ever learned about um, my like identity or anything like that was from the internet or from my parents because I didn't really go on the internet until I was a little bit young or a little bit older. My mom had mentioned it in passing and stuff, but not not super in depth because I mean she's not trans, so she doesn't know what it's like or anything. I didn't learn about it really 100% until about 2 years ago. I did not even start considering that I might be that way until a few months ago. When I didn't learn about it for so long, it kind of made me just get rid of the idea in my head that I could ever be that way and that that was even a possibility. And the more that that idea kind of manifested in me, the less I started to believe what I was thinking in my head, which is that, like, this is not right. I'm not this way. I'm not a boy. The more I learned on the internet and the more that I actually watched um, trans creators and just learning about that type of thing in general, it kind of made me more open and more considering of that fact that that might be how I am as well. Because I had searched it up online before, I was like, I don't feel that, or like becoming a man seems very scary. Like, what do I do? Just questions along those lines. And I would ask Google that, and it would come up with these like Reddit threads or something, and they would say, uh, have you ever considered being trans and stuff like that? And until recently, I was like, no way, like that's impossible. I couldn't be like that. The catalyst for me realizing, really, besides learning about trans people, was discovering Elijah Wood. Um, Not Elijah Wood, the actor, but the drummer. I started watching it, and I was like, oh my god, like she's so like gorgeous. And then I went back because this is something I do with any channel. If I find a new channel, I like to go back and see what the first video is to see what they used to do. I saw a video from like 5 years ago, and Elijah was a guy. And when I saw that, and then I saw how different Elijah looked after the transition, um, and I don't know the intricacies of it because um, she's never really come out and said anything about it. But yeah, uh, after after I found Elijah, I was like, I was kind of in my head. I just posed the question to myself. I was like, may this could be me. I don't know if it is, but it could be me. Think about it. And I thought the first thought that I experienced was it would be a lot more comfortable for me to be this way. And you know, that's that's kind of being uncomfortable in your own body isn't something that's extremely normal, right? I kind of I kind of just sat on that thought for a while. Then I discovered steam powered giraffe. Her name is Bunny. Her transition is a lot more well documented than Elijah's. So seeing Bunny's transition really kind of opened my eyes, and it was like if if she can do this, then it's not so impossible that I can too, right? Um, so I kind of just thought about it to myself, and I was like, if this really is you, then you have to cause I thought about if it was me, if it really was me, and I told myself that I wasn't gonna make a decision until I knew that I felt 100% confident in it, because God knows I've made decisions that I don't feel 100% confident in, and it bites me in the ass, but I don't I don't feel that way about this. The only way I can describe it is that it feels right. When I decide I'm gonna make a video for this channel, or just work on my voice, or anything really, I I kind of get just happy on the inside, or like there's like a feeling of contentness, like that I'm finally myself, and that I can be myself, even if it's only for like 10 minutes or however long I record for. I also want to say that I'm not going to blame my private school or my parents for absolutely everything regarding not learning about transgender and LGBTQ plus people, because gay marriage wasn't legalized until I was in 3rd grade or 4th grade. So I don't I don't want to blame my school for absolutely everything, but especially in those formative times for society, I think they could have done maybe a little bit of teaching about that type of stuff, but it's okay that they didn't. I wanted to do a video just basically explaining my backstory and how I came to this realization. I'm going to go, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.